Good morning. Good morning, Eagle, Nick. Oh, this. You know what I mean, Vern. Good morning, Miss Paige. How you doing this morning? It's great to see you again. Well, that train came to a complete stop, so that means there's another one a-coming. When you get to the north, about a few miles up through there, it shifts down to one track, so sometimes they have to stop one train to let another one pass by. Boy, there's a lot of them bridge chickens out here. Look at them. Now, yesterday, after I ended my live stream up here on top of the Walnut Avenue Bridge, this morning we're up and under the bridge. Look, you can tell that has to be a male bridge chicken there, how he throws his feathers out. Tries to boss them female bridge chickens around. Good morning, Mile High Community Channel. But yesterday evening, up there on top of the Walnut Avenue Bridge, when I did that live stream, when I was pushing my bike down the bridge, I got that little short video of those two fire trucks come by. That second fire truck blowed his horn. That scared me to death. I guess he thought he was going to make me jump out the bridge. But as I got just a little ways down through there, I found a little bitty kitten laying up against the edge of the bridge up there on the top of the bridge. Now, I don't know if one of these cats down here had kittens and it wandered off, or if somebody was so sorry that they could take a poor little baby kitten and throw it up against the side of the bridge up there. I picked it up with my shirt because it was hissing, and I brought it down here by one of these boxes of food and left it yesterday evening. Now, it's not sitting there this morning, so I hope either some of these cats... Ooh, boy, that pigeon about hit me in the head. I'm hoping that either some of them cats took it wherever they're staying in these buildings, or that lady who feeds these cats may have picked it up and took it home with her. It broke my heart to see such a little baby kitten laying up against the side of the bridge. You know, I figured if I had left it there, it would eventually got hungry and tried to cross that road or something, and it would have got run over, and boy, I wouldn't have been able to bear that. It had to have been laying there for at least an hour against a bridge, because my live stream was nearly an hour long. I don't know how I didn't see it when I went up the bridge. I was pushing the bicycle at the start with, but when I got up there where it graded off a little bit, I started riding. And boy, I tell you, I think we're going to get caught out in another rainstorm. But I figured, what the hey, you know what I mean? I had to get out and about. Can't just stay at the house all the time. How are you doing this morning, Mr. Howie Hood with Mile High Community Channel? And I keep hearing something up there. I don't know if that's somebody walking on the railroad tracks or... Boy, them bridge chickens just keeps on flying around in a circle. I wish they'd hurry up and land. I don't like them when they're flying around over my head, if you know what I mean, Vern. Just seems like it's getting darker out here than getting any lighter. Them doggone rain clouds is really starting to roll in. They about got all the way around me now. Good morning, Big Boy, Georgia. And a very good morning to you, Brett, Rhea. How you been doing? It's been a minute since we saw you. It's great to see y'all again. Good morning, Billy Burns. Great to see you again, brother. Looks like old EagleNick's gonna get caught out in another one of them storms. I guess here lately, the way it's been going, that all of a sudden it'll start raining. I might need to strap me an umbrella down to my bicycle. Instead of having these bags hanging on the handlebars, I need to strap me an umbrella on there. Yeah, there's a lot of them that's got a bad attitude. Man, I felt a drop of rain hit me on the top of the head, and I'm halfway in the center of the bridge. J.B. Hunt. Boy, I hope it wasn't a bird, Brett. I didn't think about that. It might have been one of them bridge chickens. I hope it wasn't none of that white rain. Now, I've seen cats around here in a lot of different places, but yesterday on that live stream, I'd noticed a cat climbing on the top of that building there where you see that big hood. It was walking along the roof there, and it just laid down. I was like, dang, what's that cat doing up there? Yeah, that train's starting to move. There never was another one come by, so I don't know why it even stopped. Look, there's somebody sitting up there by the bridge. I don't think that's Miss Sherry. Yeah, I hope they wasn't no owls got a hold of that poor little kitten. Good morning, Miss Tori. Great to see you this morning. How are you doing? I hear the train a-coming. It's rolling round the bend. And I ain't seen the sunshine since I don't know when. 'Cause I'm stuck in the Whitfield County Detention Center and time keeps dragging on. I wish they'd let me go so I can go back home. You know what I mean, Vern? Well, I'm doing pretty good this morning, Miss Tori. At least I am not wet. I got under the bridge before it was to start raining. I ain't ran into any corrupt police officers yet today. Not ran into any good ones yet either, as far as that goes. I just hope that little kitten is all right. I might go over here and we go look, just see if it was to be laying close to the building somewhere. But I brought it down here off top of the bridge so maybe it could get something to eat. Because that lady puts this canned cat food out. I didn't figure it would eat no dry food, but I figured maybe it might try to eat some of that canned food. But it was just a little bitty kitten. And to beat it all, it looked like Tigger. It was about the size Tigger was when I found her. Good morning, Sheila. Good morning, Tubal Kane. I don't see it off in there nowhere. I'd left it right there in that corner by that box of food. I sure hope nothing happened to it. Now that fella standing over there by that pillar across the road on the other side of the bridge, he might have come over here and got it. I don't know. Yeah, I really can't afford to take it home. I've already got 2 cats, 1 cat actually, and a stray cat that I feed, and there's multiple male cats that runs around through the yard. Now, when I had the money to do it, I fed the birds, the squirrels, the cats, even with buying bags of dog food for my neighbor's dog, or dogs rather, because I knew they didn't hardly ever buy them dog food. I would buy them the dog food so they wouldn't come over and eat the cat's food. Yeah, I'm pretty sure somebody done got it or it went with one of them other cats. That lady that puts the cat food out may have took it home with her. Well, I don't know if it had a notched ear or not. I don't have a notched ear, so I guess we're okay for now. And we're not in Florida, too. I can see somebody sitting up there under the very end of the other end of the bridge, too. Got their legs dangling, so we got one person sitting there. Got this guy here, I don't know what he's doing. Looks like he might be getting sick. He's all bent over like he's heaving or something. But Miss Sherry, I don't think she's up there. It looks like her spot's empty, so she must be out and about this morning. I mainly came up here this early just so I could check on that little kitten. Sort of wish I hadn't come out here again, because I'm telling you, it is looking ugly, ugly, ugly. Good morning, Mr. Alan Davis. It is starting to get ugly looking out here. Them rain clouds is just rolling right over the top of me. It's going to bust loose at any time. Now here comes that lady right now that feeds the cats. So I don't think she picked up that kitten unless she come yesterday evening. But she's here to feed the cats again. Now there's a bunch of them cardboard boxes that's gone. I don't know what happened to them. Somebody must have threw them away. I wish they hadn't, because that's what she puts the food in. She may have new boxes. I don't know. I'm sure she brought the boxes up here at one time. Yeah, she's got new boxes. She's filling them up now. She's fixing to put out new boxes of cat food for these babies. Yeah, that's what I figured, big boy Georgia. You can see them dark clouds is rolling in. They're rolling in right over the top of me. It has got really dark a little bit to the north up here, so that means it's going to build up right on top of me again. We probably gonna get caught out in another big old storm trying to eat lunch up here, and all they gonna have is a bowl of soup and a sandwich. So I believe I probably won't stay on here too much longer. I have a $20 bill in my billfold. Well, no, I don't. I got $15 in my billfold. I might go over here to that Walmart neighborhood market and get me a gallon of milk, a pack of bacon, and a loaf of bread, and try to head back toward the Eagle's Nest when I can. But I can see out through there now that it's already starting to rain. So I'll probably have to just hang out up here until it stops raining, because I would get soaked to the bone before I could make it all the way back to the house. Now, me or Chef Ben didn't make it up here to Providence this morning to eat breakfast. I'd woke up before 5 o'clock, and I just cut my alarm off. I dismissed my alarm, and Chef Ben didn't wake up because the alarm didn't go off. Good morning. How you doing? Doing pretty good, pretty good. I'm telling you, I thought it was. She said she'd be glad when this rain is over, and heck, we thought it was already over. I thought it was supposed to be sunny Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday, but we ain't seemed to have got nothing but rain when we wasn't supposed to. Now, I think it's showing it's supposed to be sunny Sunday and Monday. What? She's going to pour that out for the pigeons, see? That was 2 boxes of good food. It wasn't wet, it's good dry food, but she threw it out there for the pigeons and brought them cats some new food. Good morning, Mr. Got Your Wife. How you doing this morning? We're just out here watching the pigeons getting fed. Dang, that dude that was standing up there by the bridge on this side went off into them bushes there. Don't know what he's doing, but that'd be a good place to hide a tent in if it's thick enough. Plus, it would keep that rain off of you a little bit anyway. Not as good as being up and under the bridge there, but boy, I'm telling you, it's starting to get darker and darker out here. Boy, I hope they don't let loose when they fly off like that. I don't know what scared them off. It wasn't me. Looks like they eat about half of that cat food with one trip, so they're back for the second time. The best laid plans of mice and men. You know what I mean, Vern? I just was hoping maybe I could get out here and get us a good live stream. I wasn't actually planning on hanging out up here until they serve lunch, but it looks like I may be forced to. Now, they're not serving any meals at Greater Works of Dalton today. I seen our friend Jim going into work there today, but they don't serve any meals. You notice them pigeons ain't spread out as far now. It's because they done eat the biggest portion of that cat food. It's got into a smaller little circle. I wish they'd quit flying like that. Oh, this is what they had for breakfast this morning. They had oatmeal. Now, I figured they would have had cereal this morning. If I'd have known they was going to have oatmeal, I believe I'd have got up and came up here. Looks like we got a Dalton Utilities truck turning in. I doubt if they're coming all the way up through here, though. Nope. Turning down that there road. It definitely looks like we are stuck out here for a while. Damn, there comes something rolling down that hill. I hope that bag ain't got a body in it. Did you see that? There was a big old bag just came rolling down the hill there. Hopefully it didn't have somebody's body in it. Boy, I'm telling you, over toward the west, oh man, I just seen a big old bolt of lightning, and you can tell it is just pouring down over there, boy. It's just now hitting here real hard. Look, check out the mud puddles. Boy, it's really coming down. Look, she's moving that cat food over here so it don't all get soaking wet. Now we got a bunch of them little chickadees over there eating that cat food. Yeah, that's a good idea. It'll get soaked. That rain just come out of nowhere. Yeah, that stuff just come out of nowhere. Yeah. Yep, she that box there got a little bit wet. She's gonna feed it to the birds. But we are definitely stuck out in it now, that's for sure. I wouldn't even be able to make it 10 foot out through there without being soaking wet right now, much less a few miles. Yeah, it's starting to come down now, Brett. See, she just takes all them old boxes and throws them away. But she moved them up here under the bridge because they would have got soaking wet over there where she usually feeds them at. Well, I'm telling you, I seen a big old bolt of lightning over to the west a while ago before I'd started actually looking that way with the phone. Now, if Chef Ben hadn't already headed out this morning, I guarantee you he won't come out. Even though he goes out when it's raining a little bit, I don't think he will come out with it pouring down rain like that. Because you can tell closer to the house, closer to the eagle's nest, that I mean, it is really coming down. That's where the storm is headed from. I may end up having to go down here and go across the road where maybe I can stay out of that there rain. Now here comes that lady's husband coming up here to throw out some corn for them pigeons. But that rain is really starting to come down now. Boy, that poor old guy there at Providence is getting soaking wet out here, I tell you. Too late now, brother. Don't need to run. You're already soaked to the skin. Boy, I tell you, it's really pouring. They ain't very much shelter right here. I might have to head back down yonder ways. Ooh. That rain's just blowing up and under here too bad over here. Goodness gracious, what have I got myself into this time? Looks like I done got caught out in another one of them big storms like I did down there at Al Rollins, but at least I ain't just under that little bitty shed. I don't think I got to worry about this here bridge collapsing or getting struck by lightning. Still a lot of rain blowing in under here. But up here on the other side, you know, I can get up by that concrete wall and they shouldn't be none blowing in up in there. But boy, it's coming down toward the eagle's nest, I'm telling you. Look, there's a doggone river coming across the road. This wasn't here a while ago. Flash flood. Wee doggy. Check that out. You barely can see up the road through there. Woo! We're going to park about right here in the middle. Goodness gracious, that rain's coming down. Hey, y'all ready to go swimming? It's time to go swimming. Dang, it's raining enough. You can swim out there and that stuff now. Can't stand out here too close and under the bridge, though. That rain's just blowing in real bad. I'm going to go up here under the edge. Woo! Oh, yeah, it's bone dry up here, baby. They ain't no rain blowing in up here, so that's good. Big boy, Georgia. That thing wasn't lying when they said there was a big storm coming. It sure did come, and it come quick. You know what I mean, Vern? It was barely sprinkling, and the next thing you know, the bottom dropped out of it. We done got a river running up and under the bridge here. It looks like the mighty Mississippi. It's so muddy. Where did you say you live? Big boy, Georgia. That's this here shy and a cigar making me cough. I can't remember where you said you live in. I'm pretty sure you said in Georgia, but I don't remember where. Fort Mountain. Boy, when you drive a big old truck like that, now that's the City of Dalton vehicle. When you drive a big old truck like that, you ain't got to worry about a little bit of water. Boy, there must be a lot of water puddling up there on the bridge. There was a car came by on this side first that made a big old wall of water come flying over the bridge, and there's one over here on the other side. I feel sorry for any of these poor homeless people that was out somewhere where they couldn't get under no shelter when it started raining all of a sudden like that. Because, I mean, to start with, it was just barely sprinkling. That's what made me think I could go up here to the Walmart. But, boy, if I had to try it, I'd have got drowned. Just what little bit it's raining right now, when you're riding a bicycle, riding into it, you get wet quick. But as soon as you got out in it and it fell down like it did a while ago, you'd have been soaked to the bone. Actually had water dripping off of you. Well, that means that storm is moving pretty fast. If it's already hitting up there on Fort Mountain. See that dude in that white truck? He pulled up in under this bridge so he could get out of the rain, even though he's in a vehicle. Look, that poor old guy there got soaking wet. See what I mean? You can tell he got soaked. You see some dry spots on that sweater or shirt he's wearing, but the rest of it is soaking wet. Well, that's how you get sick. Get out here and get soaking wet like that. That's one thing I try to avoid. I don't want to get soaking wet and end up getting sick. It looks like it's about to stop raining now. Maybe even the sun's starting to come back out, but you just can't trust the weather around here. I see somebody walking that way coming up through here. Looks like they got soaking wet as well. Maybe not. Maybe they were able to get up under the shelter up there by the Dollar General or somewhere, but you can tell that poor old fella, man, he got drowned. He just got drowned. Yeah, it stopped raining completely now, it looks like. Well, I see a few sprinkles still falling. That stuff was moving fast. I see Michael coming down through there on his bicycle. We also call him Red. I bet he got soaking wet too, because him and that other guy there, they were down by the railroad tracks down through there somewhere. Looks like he's carrying a rod and reel. That's a good idea. You can fish in the parking lot. There's so much water. I wonder where he picked up a rod and reel at. Looks like a nice little open face. Well, we're going to hang around. We're not going to be in no hurry to go anywhere, because we're going to make sure that the Dalton Police Department don't come up here harassing these homeless people because they're trying to keep dry. What's up, Michael? You been fishing? Well, you can fish in the parking lot now. All that rain. Well, a new homeless person just arrived by car. Oh, he's got a box of Krispy Kreme donuts. He's giving one to whoever's driving that car there. Smoke them if you got them, boys. Uh-oh, he's got a box of donuts. The Dalton Police Department will probably come up any time now. He's got a big old box of them Krispy Kreme donuts. He might be fishing too. You know what he's fishing for using donuts? Poor old guy's shoes is so wet that come up on the bike, he can't even walk up and under the bridge here. He kept sliding back. But it looks like it has stopped raining. I see a little bit still falling, maybe. I guess we're going to get ready to end the live stream. I'm going to see if I can make it up here to this Walmart neighborhood market and go in there and spend this $15 to get me a loaf of bread, a gallon of milk, a pack of bacon. If I got enough, maybe a pack of cheese. And I'm just going to head on back toward the Eagle's Nest, make me a bacon sandwich. And hopefully I can get back out here this evening to eat dinner at Providence Ministries. I would like to thank everyone for coming on to the live stream. I pray that you all have a very blessed morning, afternoon, or evening wherever you may be. Take care of yourselves, but please take care of each other. Try not to think of people that you do not know as a stranger, but more like a sister or a brother. United we stand, but divided we fall. Be sure you show love for your fellow man. Try not to judge somebody. You never know how bad they have it or how bad it could get. EagleNick. All this. I am EagleNick. Peace and bacon grease. You know what I mean, Vern. And I'm out.